final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powers with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Got it in the middle. It's Slater. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Rebels are flying down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Turning it on. setting up for the extra point and the tie. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Creates a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Worthy. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Throws into the middle of the field. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Worthy. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got the first himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy.
Breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Trying play action. The short hands, it's Slater. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Slater. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. we're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got a man, it's Contreras. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Finds a tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On the run, it's Contreras. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The give on the option. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Contreras. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Marks. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast.
There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing...
Oh, what vision. He finally goes out of bounds, and what a way to wrap up the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. With the catch, it's Slater. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Contreras. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get at.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the ground game. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It's complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous. And he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Got his man. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Ole Miss! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive going to the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Gamecocks need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught, close to the marker, it's Carter. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Worthy. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds his man. It's Slater. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th.
Breaks into the open. They had no shot at catching it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll go to the air. Buys him. He's looking. Pressure's coming in. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 86.
There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the